Hey everyone, welcome back to Someone's PC. It's been about a month and a half,
Forever.
2 months, feels like
Forever?
forever. And we don't even know what we want to talk about. It's Saturday night. I think everyone here might have a couple of drinks in them. Yeah, maybe. And yeah, format sucks. Standard was boring. Expanded was meh.
Oh, Standard's the best format ever. What are you talking about?
No, it was bad. I didn't like states. I felt crappy.
No, it was that good.
This is how long it's been. I didn't even introduce everybody. So, to your far left should be Chris. You should have seen him here a lot already. He's a Someone's PC member. He's still chasing his invite. In the middle is Marc. He's hardly in any of our videos, but he's the person behind the scenes for Someone's PC. And to your far right, you have Franco Takahashi, who
Hey guys.
who has his invite, and he's been on here about a ton of times. So yeah, all good players. I think Chris would be the most recent one because you just started like within the last year and that kind of thing. The two guys on the left usually play really stupid shitty decks, and now that's why they're trying to chase their final invite at the end of regionals. I learned my lesson way too late, and now I might not be able to make day 2 because I also play too many stupid decks for regionals. So, I guess the question I've been asked a lot because everyone seems to be lazy going into this new regional session is, what do I play that's not Trevenant? Right?
Groudon.
Which is crazy because Groudon won the West Coast tourney and beat Trevenant in the finals. But that was like a Trevenant with hammers variant, right? So I think everyone just fell in love with the concept of item locking. And then after all the BS we saw at the final week of Standard, which I think was, 6 Trev wins? It started with Twitchy. Like once Twitchy went ham with Trev, then like it just flooded the scene. So pretty much, I put out an article already in 6 prizes, and I put my top 3 as Groudon, Trev, and Yveltal. Chris, your typing's really loud.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you probably couldn't tell.
I'll use my phone.
It's fine.
Got this. Sorry, man.
Let's try and talk to the girls.
Not only am I chasing my invite.
Oh, that's good. You're an idiot. So my top 3 was Trev, Yveltal, and Groudon. I think Trev is probably the number 1 deck just because of you can account for the item lock completely beating your opponent and not letting them play Pokemon. And then Yveltal has like a 50-50 against everything, and Groudon's just super solid. Solid in a way that's like you beat a lot of BS decks with Groudon, you know? And then Yveltal just has like ways to play around it or play to it, and then Trev itself is a BS deck, so that's like how I try to rank them from there. So, yeah, going into week 1, which would be Seattle, and is that Canada or some other one like a provincials or something like that?
I think there's one in Canada.
Yeah,
Canada's week 1. Hey?
I'm not sure.
Thank you, Marc.
Yeah, I don't know outside of Seattle what's week 1.
Yeah, but I expect there to be nothing like Yveltal, Trev, not much Sableye Garb. What do you guys think?
I think
Balloons
Toad
popping
Bats is
off.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Balloons?
Toad Bats is good. I actually put Toad Bats ahead of Groudon as far as tier.
Oh, I didn't realize we had Jimmy McClure on the Someone's PC. Hey, guys.
Yeah,
Jimmy McClure?
stupid.
No, really, it's good. It's
No one
good,
gets that. Most
especially.
people don't even know who the fuck McClure is. Besides,
Oh.
like,
Sorry,
from
McClure.
Yveltal from Expanded.
I still love you.
No, McClure's
No. Like, just because it has cute plays with like Grenade Hammer and stuff, and it can capitalize on Shamans, and it breaks Groudon, I think, pretty well. So I think it should be placed above Groudon. It has good all-around matchups, especially if the player knows what they're doing.
I actually agree with that, because Marc straight destroyed the crap out of me.
When using Groudon.
I was playing Groudon, Marc was playing Yveltal, and I don't think I had a prayer.
What does that have to do with Toad Bats?
It doesn't have anything. Like the fact that it has to do with Toadbats is like it just feels so much better against that matchup than like whatever Groudon had a chance doing.
You can draw comparisons because like the reason Yveltal beats Groudon is BKT, and you're doing essentially the same thing with bat damage, more or less. You're just batting it early, and then
But you get
sweeping
items
up.
at least though. Toadbats.
I know.
I feel like I just lose because I don't have items the whole game, and it's not like a hexable ability to play out of. But
I don't know. I just think Toadbats is better than Groudon because of the amount of setup it takes for Groudon and the fact that you're locking items so they can't surprise you with like a double Mega Turbo if they're crazy enough to like play that double there or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like makes the matchup easier for Toadbats, I think.
what kind of Toadbats though? Do you like Pram's build or do you like the Laser Bang bull?
I like Cram's build.
I like the Laser Bank, but I mean that doesn't really play in one way or the other for Groudon.
Yeah. Well, not so much about Groudon. Like just I don't know. I'm trying to make this really organized. I want this to be the laziest episode we've ever had. And I'm just trying to say, like, against the all-around field, how can Toadbats, like, I essentially try to keep up? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, besides doing, like, standard item lock, you don't get
You
to
just
play
don't think it's,
Pokemon,
like-
damage kind of thing.
I mean,
So,
again,
like, because there's different ways to build it, and I think the Pram's build is most optimal. And
Did
he's
you play
also a
it,
really
like,
good player, so
a heavy Silent Lab.
yeah.
Yeah, that's better against the
controlling.
field overall, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, Silent Lab, it's good and expanded because, as you notice, like, there's a lot of decks that relies on turn 1. Hoopa, Jirachi, Shaman, like, a lot of the deck starts from that turn 1.
Yeah.
And even Keldeo is, like, a thing and all that. So I think Silent Lab overall, it's, like, a good stadium and expanded just the way it is because a lot of people, there's a lot of, like, basic Pokemons with ability in the deck, in the format, too. So I think that's why Pram's list is, like, one of the reasons it's, like, really good.
Yeah. Can it be Trev?
Also, no, look at his face.
AP.
No,
Yeah.
It's probably it.
Yeah.
that was too long of a.
Yeah.
Play Rough Seas.
They play
See?
Dimensional Valley, too, so it's, like,
Yeah, I guess you can
I
go
don't
back and
know.
forth. Like, you have the Delinquent. You can be gay about it.
it's weird.
Alright, I guess I'll take a little more testing. I would never play that deck. I played it last year. That's childish.
Toadbats?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I played
You
Manectric
played it-
Toadbats because it was...
Vendrick Toadbats, you played that at Worlds because you copped out on that fly guy, and I remember I was sitting there, I was like,
And then day 2, we played Flygon. And I shouldn't have done that, but it was fun as shit. I had too much fun. As long as I wasn't last, it was a good day.
Mm.
What else? So there's Toadbats, there's the big 3, which I consider the big 3. I don't know. I think if anyone's feeling lazy and you don't feel like thinking, go play Trev. Why not, right?
LeBron James.
Yeah.
You get Level Ball, you get Jirachi.
I'm riding the Trev train. That's my pick.
What? You're not playing Yev with me?
No, Trev's too good, man. I mean, the fact Jirachi is just
Yo, can I use your Yevadal stuff then?
No.
maybe.
I'm just kidding. I'm using Johnny Rabis' stuff.
if we play
Johnny.
though, because I ain't trying to play that matchup.
Yeah.
I mean, Yveltal is still a hard matchup for Trev, though, regardless.
Yeah, that's the big problem. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like, it's sort of kind of good, because if it wasn't for that, Trev would be pretty, like, retarded.
absurd. Like, completely unfair for the game. That
It's
kind of
like,
shit.
yeah, it's like that one deck that kind of keeps that deck in check from, like, keeping, like, certain, like, little balanced.
I think the matchup's 50-50 too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's favored with Revoltal at all. When I played against it, that shit was tough.
In my opinion, I think it's 55 for Yveltal and
for
45
God's sake,
on
the
Trev.
fucking
Yeah,
points of like little.
Yeah.
I'll give it a, like, slight edge.
It depends on the build. If they're playing like Wob and Mewtwo like they should, then it becomes a harder matchup for Yveltal.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Mewtwo with what's it called?
Side.
The Burst Balloon. That shit hurts. Yeah.
Yeah, the Mewtwo is pretty big.
Yeah, it's it adds like you have to approach the matchup differently than you
Yeah.
normally would with most things.
Yeah.
So those big three you'll probably see a lot of. I know down in Georgia and Florida, people love Mega Rayquaza.
Yeah.
It has a decent matchup against Trevenant, right?
Yeah, he does.
I think it's positive for it anyway, at least in my opinion.
It is positive. Like once you get like Ray going, they just can't keep up because they're just gonna be like one shotting you.
Yeah, like you just kind of sweep
With
your whole
Toad,
board. Yeah.
Yeah, with Toad it's different because with Toad you're item locking the Rayquaza, but at the same time you're also hammering the energies, and that's what makes it annoying for Rayquaza.
Yeah.
But if the trap doesn't play hammers and stuff, then they're just gonna like be active and spread, but it's like it's not gonna do enough damage, so it's just gonna get one shotted.
Yeah. So that's why stuff like the red card hammers build that got second in the West Coast would be somewhat decent, right?
Yeah.
Like for that kind of build, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like the concept of hammers because Groudon's gonna like kick your face in.
Yeah.
Oh, we learned something while testing the other day that Primal Groudon gets hurt by Burst Balloon. I didn't even know that. Like the whole time,
Yeah.
I messaged Ken, and he's one of our judges in Virginia, and I was like, "Yo, does Burst Balloon hurt Primal Groudon?" He's like, "Yes." I was like, "On what basis?" He said, "Read the card," and I was like, "Oh, I'm one of those guys." And I look at the ability, I look at the trait, and it said on it was like excluding tools and whatever else. It's something else on it. I was like, "Oh shit, this is crazy." That was good.
That's funny.
So besides those, the decks that everyone knows about, Groudon's very straightforward. You can play the one without puzzle, the one with puzzles. If you anticipate playing against a lot of Vespiquen, play like the double enhanced hammer with like puzzles, Jirachi, and just deck them out. I don't know. It's not much to talk about for Groudon. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You need beaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to draw your energies.
Yeah, you need
Turn out the
beaches.
turn progression.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Don't dead
Hope you
draw
open WAP.
items
That's
against
good.
Trev, and you'll be alright.
Just don't miss that energy.
So
Yeah.
I guess the next would be
Steven.
like the other random shit that Top Cut. Turbo
Well,
Darkrai. Turbo Darkrai.
Yeah,
I like that deck.
Yeah,
I think it's good.
I think it's
Yeah.
ass. You guys are crazy.
no.
Rah,
They
rah.
get a
Whoa!
Gallade and they push your poop in. They get a
Dude, it's so
Gallade
good.
and then it's done. It's over. Scoop them cards up, B.
Yeah.
No, that's why.
In before it tops. In before it tops Georgia
It
and
tops,
or
it wins all the time.
Massachusetts.
It's not fuck you talking about, Chris.
No,
It did really, really well in Florida with like the things that came out, but from how I theorize it, if I get a Gallade, you're losing.
Well, again, that's why you play Mewtwo in the list, like you should. To regulate.
Mark with the knowledge drop right now.
Okay,
'Cause
and
you're
then
gonna be playing.
it's
you're gonna be
crazy,
playing
but then I make
Elixirs,
a
so.
second Gallade.
I mean,
Okay,
And
you just got
like,
it.
beat the
You got
living
it.
hell out of
Whatever.
No,
Like,
I don't
you
just have.
count,
This is
like-
expanded. I got whatever I want. This is how it
I know what I'm
feels.
saying. You know,
Right.
if you got it all, you got it all. You know, I can't do anything about it. But you play Mewtwo to regulate the one and hope that they don't hit the second.
But then Mewtwo dies. You know, to my Yveltal the X, while I made
just-
a second Gallade that same turn, right? And then you bring up your Darkrai and I pop in the mouth.
You got me.
So I don't like it. You guys love it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just it's underwhelming for me.
Whoa, I didn't say I love it. I just said I like it.
Okay. Like, what else top, dude? I'm being so lazy.
Eels.
Yeah.
That's not even a choice right now. Like, so Eels topped earlier, remember? Eels topped
Yeah.
early in the regional.
You
Right,
like
uh,
Eels top
Eels.
the final week, dude.
Did they top the final week too?
Yeah.
The T.O.
top-
the T.O.
yeah.
son from Florida, the one who
Did he just
made,
dodge
the one who made
everything?
Dana what? No, he beat a lot of matchups.
Yeah.
Damn,
You beat Yveltal.
Yeah.
that's true.
I think the maxis,
Well, I mean-
with the maxis list, it's 50-50 depending on how well the Yveltal person gets.
Depending on whether or not you
gets
choose
stuff
between
delayed.
Gallade or Archeops.
Or if you don't hit it.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
actually a weird decision to have to make is Gallade over Archeops in that matchup, I think. Because you want the Gallade to regulate Jolteon if they get him down, but you want Archeops to regulate Eels, so it's kind of like, which do you prioritize?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I remember we were talking about someone who made a decision in the top tables who they was having this conversation. Russ, we had watched someone make a decision to choose Archeops over Gallade. Russ, who was that?
I don't remember. I think we're just pretty much saying if you get early control, if you
Was
bring
it Daniel?
you bring Archeops. Fuck no.
I feel like it was Daniel.
If you get Archeops, then you're forced to Hex Maniac, and then when they Hex, they can't use their abilities that turn anyway.
Right?
Yeah.
Then you Lysander up one of the Eels and knock it out, and then try to play that game with them. Yeah, so I guess early you go Archeops, and then late you can go Gallade. If you hit it back to back, then yeah, you're sitting.
You're not even making a decision anymore. Jesus Christ.
I mean, you're deciding when to whoop him. I like that. That's always
If you're
fun.
hitting back to back, you're just like, there's no decision here. I win.
It doesn't have a really bad Groudon matchup anyway, right?
Huh?
Groudon just kind of eats it.
Yeah. If they
I
open
guess.
Wob. If they open.
Yeah, they're all open Wob. We saw what Dylan does.
Dylan, for some reason.
Oh yeah, Dylan, if you're watching this for, I don't know, your own like shits and giggles, we miss you.
We do.
Even though you just need to win one LC to go to Worlds, so hard.
It was our fault that we missed New York, though, so.
Oh yeah, that was bad. We overslept.
Sorry.
He got this.
That's my fault,
Right.
so.
Okay, the deck that just won, so to say, are split in top 2 of the MasterBallers of Invitational in Texas, which is like this cool ass event. Chris, I don't even know if you heard about this.
No.
The MasterBallers.
I honestly pictured like a whole bunch of people on a basketball court as Master Ballers.
Yeah.
Wearing some J's.
So basically, in Texas, I think a couple of the people over there held a cash tournament. First place got $200, second place got 100, and top 4 both get Shaymans.
Oh, is this Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, this is Pokes. It's actually cool that they're doing this for Pokes, because Yugs.
Yeah, it was actually pretty awesome.
Yugs has it, but they're just, yeah. I'm not trying
You
to
got
get
the stream
not
and
trying to get
everything.
my stuff stolen, so can't play that anymore. And he was explaining to me, and basically they had 4-man teams, and then one person from each team went into a pod, and then he took the top 2 of each pod and threw them into a top 8.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and that's how it kind of worked out. Caleb Higdon ended up running the tournament. They have a stream for it online, so I'm going to link it below in the description. But I originally heard about it because he tagged the Texas boys, Curcio, Cantu, Armitage, and Herman, all in it. But like, oh, they're coming, this. And me trying to be a jackass, I was like commenting, and I was like, yo, Curcio, I'll see you in like 2 hours. I'm almost at your house, that kind of thing. And he's like, yo, I got your shirt. And I was trying to make it seem like for everyone that I was gonna come, and I was gonna take Herman's spot on the team. Caleb, not knowing that I was joking around, put it in the post that I was coming, and he's like, "Oh, Russell's coming too." I was like, "Oh shit, I feel so bad now." So I messaged him, and yeah, the way they ran the tourney was actually really beast. Like I would do that with us as a team, but then I get kind of scared because I feel like I have to carry you guys, because you guys be playing some like bullshit decks and shit.
It's cute.
Yeah. So put the squad on my back. Curcio and them ended up falling asleep, or like oversleeping and missing the whole tournament like idiots. And
Typical.
Yeah, and I think Long Buoy ended up winning with VG, or splitting top 2 with Jordan Roberts, who's played Toadbats. So yeah, that kind of counts to you guys talking about Toadbats, and he's playing VG. I assume that's a slaughter for VG. Having never played a game with VG in my life, I mean, like mentally. Third was Turbo Darkrai, and fourth was Asalgor Wobbuffet, which is our like baby that we made with Bob and Christian. So yeah, really beast for them to throw a tourney like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we need more like that in our area. But God, you gotta go out to Texas for that. It's such a trip. But that'd be fun to go to. On that note, VG with Elixir, is it actually good, or is it just Long Buoy's a beast? Because he's been like a VG team since like 10 BC.
Oh, I think is Both.
Do you like it? You like VG with Elixir?
I don't like
I
it.
mean, I'm not a big fan of it, but I think it's not bad either. And I will say, yeah, Long Buoy is beast too. That's another reason.
My issue is like, it doesn't feel unfair when I'm playing with it, right? G Booster feels unfair. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm going to interrupt you right there.
All right.
Does G Booster feel unfair with Fury Belt in the format?
Yes.
You still think though?
Yes.
Because the way I see it was like, so I played a lot of Genesect match or like just version Genesect matchups with Yevdal, and I just completely crushed them with like just hitting one BKT Bright Knight, one attack, and it just sets you up for the rest of the game.
Well, yeah, because your Velta's unfair, but I'm just saying like.
But like you have to expect that coming into a tournament, like it doesn't feel unfair anymore. Like coming into a tournament with like VG.
I mean,
I think that matchup's pretty close in my opinion. It depends on how the G boosters go, and depends if you open up with BKT.
Yeah, it also depends on if the Verusian player plays the Deoxys or not.
That's true.
Yeah, which they will.
It did cause problems here and there, but like, every time I played the matchup, I always won.
But I just like the concept. It's kind of cute that they can get the turn 1 Emerald Slash off with the Sky Arrow.
That is cute. That's very cute.
I like that. Like going second, they can get the turn 1.
Like, I'm not docking the deck at all.
Yeah.
Like don't get me wrong. I'm not docking the deck. It's just like I just see it not doing well in a big tournament, especially like a regionals, because you're going to run into a lot of Yev.
I think it got top 8 at Florida.
Did it?
Did it?
It could have been Manetric VG.
That's different.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure that he did top 8 Florida.
It was a home dude that got there. I think it was Weiss. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, because I remember Canavis was like freaking out not to get paired up against VG. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Jared Weiss, a super tall dude. He was chill as shit when I saw him at the top tables. Yeah, it got top 8. He played 3 Fighting Fury belts, Chris. Arrgh.
Yeah.
Wait, in VG?
Yeah, dude. Shit's broke.
Approved.
I mean, you can Megalo Cannon a Shaman for a knockout. That's cute.
Well, he only played 3 Max Elixir. This man's a champion.
I mean,
you didn't need it all, man.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, fine.
Red Signal's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Red Signal's broken.
Yeah.
How's it do against Trev? Lose?
I mean,
Red Signal might be able to bail you out.
Yeah. Red Signal. Plus, you can hit the 110 with the Fighting Fury. So unless they break, I mean, you're just going to get a clean knockout.
Yeah, I kind of want to say it kind of comes down to probably like opening hand.
Like every year the matchup against Trev.
Yeah.
Stupid ass deck.
Who goes first? Who goes second? All that.
All right. So, Toadbats, VG, Turbo Darkrai, Mega Rayquaza, I think is really good. Would you play the one with Jolteon, like the similar to standards, or you probably just play? Like, what would your attack added in be?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I really don't know. I don't play it too much, but it seems like that would be logical.
I don't think it's a bad choice either, actually. Yeah. Considering how Jolteon is pretty clutch right now.
Yeah. Some people have been asking me about Night March, and I can't really give them like super definitive answers outside of Getsis, BKT, then like Darkrai EX. That's like Fighting Fury Belted. I feel like Fighting Fury Belt really held them back.
Yeah.
And I know the fear of Sableye Garbodor, which was the initial thing about floor regionals, everyone was so scared of it and shit, would just like make people not want to play that in Flareon. So with that seeing a lot less play than what was anticipated for Florida and for the West Coast, then maybe it'll like have a rise again. I just don't. It's Night March. No, I feel about.
I mean, Night March and Expanded. I mean, in Japan, it's like decent. No, I wouldn't say decent. It's pretty heavily played.
Okay.
But they only played because it's mainly because of their structure of their tournament, because they have to win like really fast. So, and nobody really likes expanded in Japan. So like they're just like being lazy, and they'd be like, okay, I'll just play Night March because I can win games like really quick. So that's like the main reason why they play it. But I think like our format is more advanced. Like people, like not many people play like Trevenant and all that stuff that counters Night March either.
directly.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and I think like Toadbats is still like pretty good matchup against March and all that stuff too. So I don't know. I wouldn't say the deck is bad. It's just yeah, it's pretty
Yeah. Some of the other stuff like
if,
I feel like
yeah,
there's a
like,
lot
if you
of
play-
expanded that can blow it out. So
yeah. So if you play March, I feel like it's gonna like comes down to like luck, like matchup luck.
okay. Mark, same thing. I know you
Yeah,
just play Night March a lot, but
That's exactly where I'm at with it. Like it really comes down to what matchups you hit. Like, are you willing to take the fact that half of the top 4 decks I expect are really difficult and the other half are fairly easy? It's kind of like, I don't risk it. Like, it's just not worth it to me. I'd rather take something where it's like solid against like 3 and just outright loses to 1 than taking 50-50 across the board.
okay. Chris, you look like you just absolutely hate Night March. So
So,
we're just gonna keep it quiet.
I've just been commenting on what everyone else is saying. Like, it's just suboptimal play for expanded.
Yeah.
Like, if we're talking standard, you're gonna be like, hell yeah, fuck, I'll play some Night March. If I'm some Darren ass MF that wants to just play like, yo, I don't know what to play. Play Night March. You're gonna win somehow, some way.
They're
But
only
expanded, you're just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna run into all this BS that's like overpowered. Which, in a sense, like I used to hate expanded, and then after playing like 3-4 weeks of standard, you're just like, oh god, expanded is the better format.
I love the cities format, and then Breakpoint drop. And then
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what changed it.
Sadness ensued.
It was so good before Breakpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So
It was
like
fun.
it was so like cities was so fun, and then we got to, I guess
Puzzle?
it was
Puzzle
It was
and Fury
Puzzle-
Belt, and the game ended. and
Puzzle,
changed it.
Fury Belt, and
Well,
that
Trev.
combined with Melodic too.
That's
Everyone
right.
was like, let me run a 1/1 Melodic, and that's all I need because I got Puzzle. And then
Uh-huh.
Melodic was the game changer because, like, alright, I answered all the puzzles. Yo, I got a Melodic left. Alright, cool. You win.
Ugh.
But you're right, Trev too. Franco was
Yeah.
just about to say, like, it's like Trev completely changed the pace too. Like, so not only do I have to deal with this BS of Night March, I have to deal with this BS of Trevenant. You can't tech
Basically.
for both. There's no possible way to tech for both.
I
You
think the
tech
only
for one, you
tech-
accept the other.
You can play.
I mean-
you can play Yveltal Zora.
Yeah, you can play
Oh,
Dark. Yeah.
Yeah,
Peace.
I mean,
that's the only one that can counter both fairly effectively.
but as Russ saw, he just fucking dead drew every single time he like ran into something he had a favorable matchup against.
Oh yeah, it's just like it was fun though.
It's gonna happen.
I mean, especially.
But that's gonna happen.
standard
You can't-
standards. Ugh,
You
Yeah.
can't hold that against anything.
it was bad and healthy.
That's life.
I think that covers most of the decks in expanded, and we've also been talking for 29 minutes. So, I, think
I mean,
we
yeah,
covered a
there's-
lot
we
of
have
it. Yeah, it was a while. It's not. It's like a lot of decks, but it's really not too much, you know, compared to standard.
it's not a
when we
lot.
think about it, when we compare it
Yes.
to standard and stuff. Do you guys think Greninja's gonna do well at all?
Actually, yeah, I do.
And expanded?
Well,
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those decks that like has enough like utility to like come in there and like do something.
Doesn't Trev
I don't
shit
think
on
it's. I think it's gonna come in there and do like have a really good top 32 showing, but for a top 8 showing, it's not.
so you're saying it's a good deck, but you don't think it's like a winning deck.
It's not a winning deck, but it's definitely a solid deck choice.
It's Tyrantrum. Hey, let's go.
Yes, it's Tyrantrum. I agree with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
just so everyone knows, don't play Tyrantrum. I'm not kidding this time.
It's not this
Okay,
time, guys.
This
Yo,
should suck.
all right. So we're gonna make a remix of how many times Russ has said "screw Tyrantrum."
Damn, Chris, you must be drunk.
What? No.
That was a miss. That was a super miss. Swing.
No, it doesn't.
Swing and a miss.
So little you guys know, I'm very used to the swing and miss. It's okay.
All right. So the third week we get the new set, Fates Collide,
Yeah.
which has a lot of gorgeous looking cards with a lot
Gorgeous
of
looking.
shitty abilities. And everything that you're gonna add into decks is like a maybe.
There's some diamonds in there, man.
All right. What in particular do you think is actually gonna affect expanded?
I think Glaceon's kind of cute.
Yeah.
I guess in Mega Rayquaza.
Yeah, or in Manectric if someone's daring enough to play Manectric and expanded right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blasto is not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
The Mew,
So I think
the
that's
Mew doesn't
cute.
really matter because,
Yeah.
Landmarks is still blah.
I mean, we were running numbers with Umbreon earlier talking, and that's kind of cute too. You can make some interesting plays with that against like Mega Rayquaza and stuff, hitting for like.
I'm playing that in Massachusetts. If I see a bunch of people like trying to get cute with Mega Rayquaza or Groudon.
Mega Catcher.
Yeah. No, stop.
Mega Catcher in Endgame.
Now we do the math. I was like, all right, if I have a Fury Belt on Umbreon, plus a Reverse Valley out, and I use Yveltal EX Evil Ball, I can Evil Ball Mega Rayquaza with 3 energy on it,
Yeah.
and then the Umbreon comes up with that, with that Swift 4 prizes.
Yeah.
End game.
I mean, trainer wise, I like the fact that Random Receiver is back. I don't know if anyone else does, but I love that card.
I don't, because the fact that we have Trevenant in Standard.
I mean, it is weird.
Does that help it? No? I'm pretty sure it does.
What?
Because not only before
You get to do-
you trainers mailed to get the
Dig.
Wally, and now you're like, I'm getting that Wally, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it
Like
Do this
Wally's
motion.
coming no matter what.
Trader's mail.
then hurts.
Random receiver. Oh, there it is. There you go. We got there.
I don't know
What
what
else?
else. I mean, you get
I mean, yeah, Mew.
Mew's cute.
Uh,
You get Marowak.
Stop.
Night March just gets a lot of shit.
So So what do we talk about? Let's listen about what we talked about, and then let's go from there. We've had a lot of conversation, little tidbits on what we talked about. Let's list what we've actually talked about. So we talked about Yveltal, Night March, Trevenant, Groudon. Did I miss something? I guess there's Sableye, Garb here and there.
None
Toad.
of those gets help.
Toad Bats. So that's 6 decks we talked
Umbreon.
about.
Umbreon is the only thing that helps out Yveltal. And I don't think any other deck gets help from
Ella?
anything else we talked about.
Night March does, obviously.
From Mew,
do
but,
people.
From Mew and from Marowak.
but don't you lose already because of the Getsis and then all the other reasons we talked about? And
Yeah.
you can't... playing a Marowak line would be weird.
Here's my thing with Getsus, though. Like, I feel like most people that aren't good players don't really play it, so you don't really have to worry about getting Getsus in my mind until like late rounds and then in the top 32 usually, because for whatever reason it seems like people that don't play the game very well are scared to play Getsus for whatever reason.
But that's
like,
not, with that concept too, I expect to beat good players.
Yeah, no, I understand. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, I don't expect to see Getsus early in tournaments usually.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you guys
Not that
think-
we'd ever condone playing Night March. Nah.
Do you guys think Blastoise is not a thing anymore because of Getsus and Trev?
And Hexmaniac,
Yeah, and Hexaniac.
and I don't know. I think that's it.
I don't
I mean,
know.
Hex is
I guess
heavier
heavier Groudon expectation too shut it off, wouldn't it? Because heavy Wob decks would kind of turn off.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
dang.
tied against one in Florida, so
Did you tie like 2 decks and then dropped out of the tournament?
yeah, I went 0-2 and dropped.
Check.
I didn't feel like tying all day.
I I did title today.
Yeah.
That one regional.
Yeah,
Oh,
Virginia.
um,
that was
Virginia.
Mega Rayquaza gets that carbing deck. Or the carbing that says you can't pop off energy.
tough.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So that's not that bad.
Hmm I actually do like throwing in like one Lugia and Eels though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind
Oh
of
yeah, I don't
cute.
need that too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm looking through a list. I don't really see much else that like affects expanded at all. Like I feel like any impact cards are going to be standard from Fates Collide.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like nothing super juicy there.
It's
You don't
like
think
you get-
you don't think Zygarde and carbing break can have an effect?
In expanded,
No.
I mean,
I'm thinking no, but
Yeah.
it seems very underwhelming. Like I might as well just play VG at that point.
There's potential.
yeah,
I just don't see how to break it yet, so I'm gonna go with like it's a not impact right now. At least not for the first week of it being relevant and expanded. I don't think there's enough time to break it.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, so I guess the final thing would be Sableye Garbodor, and how much do we expect to see, at all, if at all, during week 1, week 2? Like little to none.
I'll say little.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give it within like the 30 to 40% range of like probably running into it.
What?
Low 40s. Low like I mean like I guess
of like playing it once, or like you think like 30 to 40% of your matches are
What-
going to be against it?
no like I'm playing it once. I'm playing it once. Like you have a 30% chance of running into it.
Oh, okay. So
Not like,
you'd
not
keep
throughout
you'd
all
keep
your tournaments,
Sableyeing,
like-
or you wouldn't.
So I would keep Sableye it just because like Sableye can be very cute in a lot of matchups. Marc proved this to me when we were playing Groudon, and then he just like did like this really cute move to knock out a Wobbuffet and be like, "Let me do 20 damage with a Confuse Ray,"
Yeah.
and then like take away any chance of you coming back because now you have to take out this one prize and there's a loaded Yevon bench.
Yeah.
So.
That makes sense.
So it's a cute card. Like you get resources back. I don't see why you would take it out. Because like not only does it help you with those cute little plays, it helps you with auto winning your Sableye matchup. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can play Sableye Garb at least. Not the first week, just because Trevenant's presence is so high, and doesn't it just get bodied by Trevenant? Like, if it comes down to like coin flip, who goes first, sort of thing.
Yeah. And even though it's still like tough against Toad Vets too, though.
Yeah. So I mean, I wouldn't play it personally, but
Nor would
I'm
I.
sure there's people out there that can probably play it.
There's always like that one guy.
the childless dude. Okay. Well, I don't think there's much more else to go over. I think we'll probably like come back with a lot more videos once standard comes around,
Yeah.
because that's like preparation for Nats. Because we don't have any more sets before Nats, right?
Not
I
that
don't think so. No.
Yeah, I think
Right?
so. No.
Yeah, and nothing before Worlds, or Worlds and Nats are going to be that format.
Well, they always release a set right before Worlds, but it's never legal until like a week or two after Worlds because of that whole 21-day rule.
Yeah.
So.
Alright. Well, please, Pokemon, do something about Battle Compressor, or do something for the format. Cause
I'm okay fighting Night March all day, though.
really, you're okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm fine with it too. I haven't lost a Night March. I don't think I've lost. Night
Yeah,
March.
neither have
I think I lost the other crap, other scary stuff.
Yeah.
I tied Night March like
Yeah.
twice.
I mean, for me, the only thing about standard is just like there's like way too many decks, and a lot of them it's like very matchup based. Like comes down to like matchup. So that's like the only thing I don't like about standard. But as far as like facing Night March, I have no issue with it.
Well, I think N coming back into standard format is like
Super
Amazing.
juicy.
Game-changing.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
changing.
I'm hype.
That's probably the most impactful card in the set, but I mean, for expanded, we already had it, so it didn't really make an impact. But standard, it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, should be good.
Mhm.
Usually I say we're gonna come out with a lot more videos. and this is that. And I'm like, yeah, we're
And
gonna
you
do
guys-
more of this. No,
you guys
we're not
know
gonna
that's
do
a
this time.
lie.
We're gonna take a quick break all the way until standard, unless anything pops up or any juicy information comes.
There really isn't anything. Like we're not going to take the low road and talk about gossip stuff. So like we'll mention it here and there, but we're not going to do it. We're not going to make a whole video about it. So there's nothing new until nationals.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, y'all, take it easy.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.